Right, Weather Watch 12 now. Those flakes, they're flying tonight, Gino.
Yeah, and a little bit of wind. It's kind of, we saw on the DOT camera, looked
like a snow globe.
It
was kind of pretty to be inside watching it.
Of course,
yes.
Yeah, not outside getting pelted in the face with snowflakes. But, there's some areas that are going to pick up upwards of a half inch or maybe even an inch of snow, mainly on the grass and elevated surfaces. The bridges, the overpasses, some of those could be a little bit slick, but I think more of those just plain old roadways. Because it was in the 40s today, I think we're going to be okay, and the snow is going to start to wrap up pretty quickly here. Some slush on the grass elsewhere across southeastern Wisconsin, but we are seeing that snow starting to taper off just a little bit. We have that low pressure moving eastward right now across Indiana, so we're on the backside of the system here as that moisture is going to be traveling east and southeastward. Close look does show a little bit of some thinning right now just to the north of Madison, near the Madison La Crosse, up towards let's say Oshkosh, for example, Waushara, Wautoma areas, but that is pivoting down to the southeast. So areas up towards Fond du Lac, your Beaver Dam, you're already starting to see a little bit of that thinning. A little bit more steady snow showers down towards the state line, and then right along the lakeshore. Even just stepped out here at the studio and saw some tiny snowflakes, but it's just too warm by the lakeshore to see anything really stick and accumulate here because of water temperatures at about 50 degrees. Winds coming in off the lake. You see that with the arrows right now. Heaviest amount of snowfall intensity. It's not heavy bursts, but a little bit to coat the lawns and the roofs. Starting to see that move down to the south after about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. We're practically done here. The only option or kind of wild card right along the shoreline from near Racine down towards Kenosha, you'll see a lake effect snow band that pivots down to the south. This could scrape and maybe bring in some light snow showers, a little rain snow mix, but that quickly moves over the central part of the lake. So I really don't think we'll see much issues in terms of roadway conditions when we wake up tomorrow morning. A few flurries possible during the day. It is going to be windy. It's going to be cooler outside, and temperatures only in the mid 30s. So then you couple in those winds at about 30 miles per hour. It is going to be a cold morning when we wake up tomorrow with wind chills down to near 10 degrees. This is the coldest air of the season so far, and will only warm up with wind chill values in the lower 20s. So it is going to be a cold Sunday. And then look at the wind chill values as we wake up on Monday morning. Down into the single digits potentially. That is going to be some cold air, but it's not going to last long. However, something that we'll be watching closely is because tomorrow's going to be a cold day. There's another lake effect snow band that is likely to develop here, and we're going to be watching very closely where that interacts. There is a chance that that could scrape parts of Milwaukee down towards Racine and Kenosha County before it moves into Illinois. And if this happens late tomorrow night after about 9 or 10 o'clock or so, that could bring in some light accumulation. And you can see it right here, even going into the early morning hours on Monday, as it kind of just pivots almost like a snake, kind of swirling back and forth. So I am watching that lake effect possible right around here. However, a much better opportunity to see that snow further down south. So something that want to stay tuned. Molly have some updates tomorrow morning with some more data that we are going to be absorbing overnight to see if we can get a little bit more consistency, because right now it's a little bit of some questions remaining. 35 for the high temperature tomorrow. Normal highs 51, well below normal for this time of year. 36 on Monday. That's another cold day for the Packers game, especially up towards Lambeau Field. If anyone's traveling up north, you'll want to bundle up. Back into the 40s on Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll start to warm things up here by the end of the week, back into the 50s, and some forecasts suggesting near 60 degrees next Saturday. So we're going to go from snow showers back over to some comfortable fall weather.
Well, Monday Night Football in Green Bay, it's going to be a cold one.
Oh,
definitely bundle up hats, mittens,
it's
all
the
of
frozen
the above.
tundra for a reason.
Right, yes, it will be fitting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gino.